that I will stay supporting, as long as I live, I will be supporting World Vision, sponsorship. That's my aim now, is to stay supporting them. Dear Rodger, thanks very much for your photographs and your tours to my country. I and my family are happy and very glad to hear from you. I'm trying hard in school, but sometimes meet challenges. I hope I'm doing well in the future. However, for this year I am repeating grade 5. During my free time I enjoy hide and seek games with my friends. At home we keep cows, goats and sheep, and they are friendly to us. I wish you a good time. Yours, Christine. I'm here for 60 years now. I'm a dairy farmer and I like it here. And I don't know anything better. And I'm good neighbours and good friends. And I enjoy what I do. And that's the most important thing. And that's the way now I look at it. To be get up around 6 o'clock, milk the cows, do whatever's to be done, then have your breakfast. And do the other jobs then during the day, you'll be doing other jobs, like tractor work and one thing and another, and looking after animals. And I spotted it on television actually, advertised. And then I decided I'd do it. And I'm glad I did it. I just thought this child that was out working instead of being at school, that if a sponsorship came, it would help her. And that kind of hit me. I expected that should help her an awful lot in the future, and the family. It helps the family as well and their friends around. It's not just the child itself, it helps the family. And the rest of the children kind of get the example from her for going to school and doing well. I knew I'd get some letters, and put it this way, I'm the world's worst to write a letter, but I do my best. I got lovely letters, to be honest about it, to hear from her and get a photograph as well of her. That was very important. And to hear about the family and where they were living and the conditions in the country to visit. That will always stick in my mind, to be honest about it. That would be the most important. That will always stay there, as long as I live. I'll always remember that. So very well organised, very well done on both occasions now, especially the second occasion now. That was exceptionally good. That was a very special moment on both occasions now, to be honest about it. That's when you go out and see them in the flesh, and they meet you and they're greeting you and you're greeting them, and that was special. That might be like a person would say it was their first child. It's special, very special. No, there's not anything else. You'll always remember it. But the singing and the dancing when you arrived in, when the help just was coming, it was amazing. And then the greeting from all the family and the youngsters around, there was a big community there. And seeing her then in the flesh, that's what's very special. And meeting the family, that is the most important thing. My visit, that makes my visit. And you're writing to them, then you know who you're writing to. Schools were completely different. Nice buildings, good conditions, water, nice clean water. That was very important. I hope they hadn't done the first visit. It's just a case of a hand pump, and the water we shouldn't be drinking it, that kind of way. We had the last place now, they went down to 300 feet, and they got lovely water that you could drink, and that the students within the schools could get their cup and go to the tap and drink water and wash themselves and do things that way. That was money well spent, To be honest about it, there was an awful difference. And one room for 50, and whereas there was 3 or 4 rooms there for maybe 150. There was plenty of classrooms that could break up the students and teach them. More teachers, more everything. There was only one teacher to the 40 or 50, that was tough going. In the new schools, there were different classrooms and different teachers. And that would make a big difference to the students and to the staff and to everybody who was working there. Whereas the second visit, there was a lot of things on the classrooms, drawings and different things. And the blackboard now is completely different, so they're a lot better. They could learn a lot better. When you see what's happening face to face and meet the people, then you realise the impact that your sponsorship is having. There's no doubt about that. Sponsoring makes a big difference. When you go out and see the difference in the attitude. They go to school, they have a chance in life, whereas the other way there, it's limited, very limited actually. You can see that down the town that there should be a school in their house, and then on top of their head and they're trying to make a football maybe take home to feed themselves, you know. The letters that I get and the cooperation I get from World Vision, letters I get from them, that everything helps. It makes a big difference to the family and to the child, we'll say, you know. When they grow up, hopefully they'll be able to work and get a good job and improve the whole situation for themselves. At the end of the day, that is very important. We don't know how lucky we are here in Ireland. If people would know there, they'd appreciate a lot more of what's happening in Ireland, the schools, everything. I think there's some very worthwhile doing, and the difference it makes to the people you sponsor is enormous. If they can afford to do it, and they'd like to do it, I would encourage them to do it completely, and I think they'd be delighted after the first few months, and especially if they go out and visit the child and see for themselves the conditions and everything. I think they'd be delighted to sponsor a child.